Yeah, it's kind of a rare sequence we've never had here before, with a 3-week gap. So just a different training approach, just ramp things up for some of the kids that we know are locked in for those Big East roster spots and the regional team, and some of those other kids that are looking for next week to be a goal race or to try to snag a Big East roster spot. Just kind of adjusting their training a little bit, giving them the opportunity to run well. Other than that, we're just hoping we can get a little rain at some point between now and next week for the course, and at the same time trying to navigate 90-degree temperatures somehow in the middle of October here for workouts. But athletes have fall break next week, giving them a little bit of time away, and then just a good time for us to have a home meet, get some fun activities in with the team, some team bonding, some community service work, a few things like that. But looking forward to hosting again and being back out at the home course and just continuing to grow that venue as well.
The temperatures changed quite a bit over the course of a few weeks. Is that you trained any differently leading up with I guess, is there much of a difference for you guys?
Yeah, it's honestly been a little bit frustrating, when it's 95 degrees out or 90 degrees out in the middle of the afternoon, and you'd plan for some big workouts. You have to make some adjustments to those a little bit. You just can't handle that intensities. Even this week on Thursday, we were scheduled for typically a normal Thursday afternoon workout. We moved it to the morning this week just because it is going to be so hot. It just means we're training a little bit differently, doing some different things, but it's part of it, and we don't know what it's going to be like when we show up next week at Platte River Rumble, and nor do we know what it's going to be like in 2 weeks in Washington, D.C. for Big East. And so having the adaptability to train and race in any type of environment is part of the sport.
Last week, Ferris said that this 3-week break here is 3 different training sections. What's the difference between phase 1 and phase 2, and then going on to phase 3?
Yeah, so last week we everybody kind of picked volumes and intensities back up last week across the board. This week, volume and intensity has been pretty high for everybody through the first part of the week, and then the kids who have locked in those Big East spots will stay high through this week and all of next week, whereas those kids who are competing for those last few spots have started to come down a little bit, and then they will try to back off a little bit further yet next week to have a good opportunity to race well at the home meet and grab a Big East spot. And for some of them, it might be their senior and it's their last chance to go to Big East. And for some of them, it could be a freshman and it's their first chance to go to Big East. So the Big East meet is going to be top tier and top notch. Back-to-back weeks, the women's national athlete of the week has come from the Big East. So when we talk about it, that it's one of the best distance running conferences in the country, and it is, bar none.
So. How does what you're doing now prepare you for the Big East, knowing that that's a huge race, in several weeks, but you're in a smaller race coming up, and then that big one.
Yeah, I think that we go back to Gans Creek. Was competition level was really high, but it was a huge meet. We'll come back to the home meet here next week, and size of the meet will be a lot similar to Big East. Competition level will come down a little bit. So having that balance is going to be really good. The other thing is we hope that we know our home course, and we should fare pretty well at home as well, competitively. And so just a good boost of confidence heading into what will be that Big East week by being able to run well on a familiar course and a fast course here at home.